Welcome, guys. Thursday, December 12th. Really fun workout, in my opinion, today. I'm really excited to do this one. You'll start off with just a row in warm-up, and because you'll be rowing later. So make sure that your row's in meters. Coaches, make sure to check out everybody's row are in meters. And we'll start with just an easy 500-meter row, getting them ready for the 1,000 or the 800-meter row later. You can also kind of use that initial row to kind of figure out your pacing and kind of like in your head estimate how long is this 1,000-meter row later going to take me, because you do have to do a heavy clean in it too. So after that, we'll also just go through some other warm-up exercises, one of which is the single leg alternating toes to bar, in which you can practice during the warm-up and decide, oh, I want to try that during the Metcon, or maybe I won't do that during the Metcon. Just learn how to do it there and make the decision whether you do it later or not. It's okay. Practice it now and do something else later. That's totally cool. Then we'll do a little EMOM, just a 5-minute EMOM of power cleans. I do want you to build up in weight here. Doesn't need to be super heavy, but you will build up a little power clean. Coaches, make sure you warm them up for that power clean. Give them some good cues. Let's focus on being really tall today in that clean. If you looked at that profile, we want to be able to see you straight up in that shrug before we drop down under it to receive that barbell with our elbows forward. So build up a little weight there in that EMOM and get into the tricep complex next.
Oh yeah, tricep complex. We got 4 exercises. That last exercise is going to be to failure. All right, you'll be starting off laying on the bench. All right, first 3 exercises, all dumbbell work. All right, eccentric skull crushers. All right, so we're working the back part of the arm today, all right? Super slow, super controlled. We're going to start out with 12 eccentric dumbbell skull crushers. Guys, when the exercise says eccentric, you should be doing that exercise for 25, 30, 35, if not 40 seconds, all right? If I see we're doing an eccentric exercise and you're done in 10 seconds, that was not eccentric, all right? I need a 3 to 5 second count. It's only going to benefit you, all right? So skull crushers, 12, super slow and controlled, into 10 inward tricep extensions. So this one, we're going into the middle of the chest and then full extension out. New one for you guys. We're going to hit the lateral part of the tricep, all right? Again, sitting up from the bench, over the head tricep extensions. If you want to make this a little easier, put the dumbbells together, all right? Here, you'll be able to incorporate a little bit of shoulders, all right? But if you have those dumbbells spread apart, it's going to be a lot more triceps. So if you want to make it just a little bit easier, put the dumbbells together, and then you will stand right into those dumbbell kickbacks. So super important for the kickbacks. If you're standing straight up and doing the kickbacks, you're not getting full extension, all right? You must get into that nice RDL position like we do for bent over rows. Same thing. Push that butt back, get into that nice comfortable position. From here, you should be almost parallel to the floor when you kick back, and then back to that 90 degrees, all right? That's max out, all right? If you're getting to at least 15 reps, maybe go a little heavier. If you're getting like 4 or 5, maybe you should go a little bit lighter. All right, that's the best determination to see, oh, should I go a little heavier? Should I go a little lighter? Or just look at Coach Jordan, see what he's doing, and just go a little lighter.
That's true. I always ask him what he did, and I'm like, really? That doesn't even seem heavy. And then I usually go a little bit lighter, and then it's a good weight. Remember, for all this, it's so many reps, guys. It's not like we're doing something super heavy. So lighter is kind of the name of the game here. You can always build up heavier later. Go lighter. All right, now we got a 10-minute, a quick Metcon today. We'll go back to that rower to start. You have a 1,000-meter and 800-meter row. Here's the deal. This should only take about, no more than 5 minutes. So if your pace on that rower is, if you're trying to do 1,000 and you're rowing a 230, either pick it up a little bit or maybe drop down to an 800. Really, the fastest people here are going to get off the rower in the 3s.
Yeah.
All right, so make sure this does not last more than 5 minutes. It should be in the 3s or in the 4s off that rower for that 1,800 meters, all right?
Low damper, low. It does not need to be high. Don't go crazy with it.
Then you'll move on to those 30 alternating single leg toe touches. If you did these during warm-up and you're pretty proficient at them, great. Do it. It's 30 reps. You guys should break this up into no more than 3 sets. 10, 10, 10, 12, 11, 10, however much that adds up to. 12, whatever, math. No more than 3 sets. All right. Here's the deal. If you're not proficient at it, if you can't do at least 10 in a row while fresh, then do something else. Maybe you're doing toes to bar, or I would recommend today alternating V-ups. So coaches, have people get on the ground, do those alternating V-ups, one on one side, one on the other, very similar motion, but these 30 single leg alternating toes to bar should not last more than, say, a minute and a half to 2 minutes. It should be pretty consistent, because now if we have a 4-minute row, a quick transition, 2 minutes to do this, you're at minute 6, and that leaves you 4 minutes to do a max clean. So prior to this Metcon, make sure you have some weight on the bar that you want to do from that warm-up. We'll probably leave the bars out, right? We'll have enough room, right?
Yeah.
We'll leave your bars out from that initial EMOM. So you'll have a starting weight on there, and then you'll have 2 to 4 minutes to find a 1 rep max clean. This is not going to be your PR. It's just something heavy for the day. I would kind of look at this to say, you know, if my goal is to have, let's say, about 3 minutes to do this clean, that would be a pretty good estimate. I would look at about 3 reps. I'd have one weight on the bar that I know I can totally get. So in my case, it'd probably be something like 135. Like, I just have my 45s on, I'm gonna hit my 1 rep, and then I'm immediately gonna put a little more weight on. Something I probably know I can hit, but I'm not 100% sure how much more I could do. I'd probably throw 25s on there and hit 185 for my second one. Now I'm counting down the seconds, counting down that minute to the end of the clock, and I'm gonna try to put something more on. If I hit my 185 and it felt really good, I'm gonna throw on some more plates. I'll probably hit 225, something along that. If it felt really heavy, I might only go 195 or 205, something like that. Kind of play around with it based on that 3rd rep. If it felt super light, like no problem, like I was just Jordan out there doing cleans, I might go 235 or 245. So kind of base it on that, but definitely something really light that you know you can hit, something heavy, but you know you can hit, and then figure out that last weight. Try to get 3 total reps in there.
Yeah, I definitely agree, guys. For this workout, this is one of those that you have to come in with a game plan. Don't just try to free ball it. Don't just try to be like, oh, I'll start with this, and then like, oh, maybe I'll do this. Have a plan, all right? Just like he said, you start with your first set. If it feels good, go up in your weight. If it doesn't feel good, make a smaller jump, all right? For most people, all right, a 25, 30 pound jump is pretty big when you're super tired, all right? You're not gonna be fresh when you come off the rower. You're not gonna be fresh when you finish your alternating toes to bar or V-ups. You're gonna be tired, all right? So make sure you're picking weight. You know that when you are super duper tired, you can walk up to it, take 1 breath, get right into it, all right? It should not be something where you put on and you're sitting there waiting 35, 40 seconds to go, because you don't have that much time, all right? So game plan. As soon as you get off that toes to bar, it should be something you can immediately do, so then you can get your next weight on there, appropriate rest, and then utilize your time wisely, guys, all right?
Cool, happy Thursday.
Adios, guys.